Bill Nye the Science Guy.
So, guys, thanks to your patience. But it gets even worse. We got Bill Nye, the science guy, that
who I used to love as a kid.
Right? So we saw him as a kid.
T-minus 7 seconds.
He has something to say about your kids.
Not kidding. It was a conscious decision. I wanted to influence children.
Here he goes.
Denial of evolution is unique to the United States. I mean, we are the world's most advanced technological. So, I mean, you could say Japan, but generally the United States is where most of the innovation still happens. People still move to the United States. And that's largely because of the intellectual capital we have, the general understanding of science. When you have a portion of the population that doesn't believe in that, it holds everybody back, really. Evolution is the fundamental idea in all of life science, in all of biology. It's very much analogous to trying to do geology without believing in tectonic plates. You're just not going to get the right answer. Your whole world is just going to be a mystery instead of an exciting place. As my old professor Carl Sagan said, when you're in love, you want to tell the world. So once in a while, I get people that claim they don't believe in evolution. And my response generally is, why not? Really, why not? Your world just becomes fantastically complicated when you don't believe in evolution. I mean, here are these ancient dinosaur bones or fossils. Here is radioactivity. Here are distant stars that are just like our star, but that are at a different point in their life cycle. The idea of deep time, of this billions of years, explains so much of the world around us. If you try to ignore that, your worldview just becomes crazy. It's just untenable, self-inconsistent. And I say to the grown-ups, if you want to deny evolution and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe, that's fine. But don't make your kids do it, because we need them. We need scientifically literate voters and taxpayers for the future. We need people that can, we need engineers that can build stuff, solve problems. It's just really a hard thing. It's really a hard thing. You know, in another couple centuries, that worldview, I'm sure, it just won't exist. I mean, there's no evidence for it, so.
Bill Nye the liar guy.
I love how he starts out saying, the denial of evolution is unique to the United States. Bro, have you ever been around the rest of the world? Do you know how many other cultures don't believe American science? Like billions of Muslims, billions of Hindu in India, bro. Like, talk about a subjective brainwashing statement right off the bat to impose on you social shame so that if you don't believe their lies, they're propagating. But he says it straight up. Like, he thinks that, if you don't believe in evolution, then you're causing a problem for society, which is why he goes on to say, we need your kids. We need your kids. They need to indoctrinate your kids early.
How appropriate do you think it is to teach creationism to children?
It's completely inappropriate in science class. Now, if you want to teach it in the history of religion or fascinating human undertakings, creation myths that turned out not to be true, 101, then that's fine. But it's not science.
26% of Americans believe in creationism, that God created man in the past 10,000 years or so. And it's actually more than 135 million people. Why do you suppose that belief persists?
It's troubling. I guess because, people like me have not done our job.
And if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart God is raised from the dead, you'll be saved.
I would prefer that you weren't indoctrinating young people with anti-science.
Yeah, the Science Guy World Tour must have been canceled because he didn't get to get out. And let us specify real quick, because I believe in a form of evolution, just not the one that he's talking about, because there's things that are absolutely observable, measurable, and testable in reality. We have speciation, there's adaptation, there's mutation, and all those things can be tracked and recorded.
That's right.
But macroevolution in the sense of a change of kind. We don't see dogs out here changing into cats. We don't see monkeys turning into humans because that's not how it goes.
That's right. That's why Harambe was trying to leave the zoo. He was like, I got things around me not changing. They told me I'm about to turn into a human. I can't handle it. Yeah, it was crazy, man. So
in the story.
I think really the biggest with evolution, it gets more publicity, if you will, for the fight than heliocentrism, right? They teach heliocentrism at an assumption level. They push evolution at an argumentation level, and they get you distracted. While all the while you still believe in heliocentricity. All the while you still think that you go around the sun, which completely is in contradiction to the scriptures. But guys, just like he said, well, there's no evidence for it. He's talking about people, geocentricity, as well as Lawrence Krauss. They think there's no evidence. They think all the evidence points towards heliocentricity, right?
It's difficult to believe that while I'm sitting at this desk, this room is moving at the amazing speed of 66,000 miles an hour.